It is important to vote, and in order to achieve anything worthwhile, we must vote. I've been voting for 50 years here in San Francisco, and so was my husband before he just passed. We were number one at the polls when we were living down on Cameron. I don't like the three system. I like the old system, because with us seniors, I think that it's a little difficult. You know, it makes it sort of a little harder than it would if we had the old system back. Difficult because I don't understand to go across. You know, it's so much going across, whereas the other system you could come straight down. And I just, for me, it was a little harder this time. I'm older and it takes too much reading to do. I made a couple of mistakes, but I corrected them, you know. Some people are not quite as literate as others, and so they don't have the opportunity for anyone there to correct them. Here, the cards wouldn't go through, so the people were very courteous in stating, I asked, what's wrong? So they were there to correct me, and I appreciate that, really, because we have a lot of seniors like me that's way up in the age, and we make mistakes. The supervisors are thinking about changing it the old way, and I think that's a brilliant idea,
Yes, it's very important to vote, because when I was born and came along, there was no vote for me. I had to go out into the street and march up and down Washington, D.C. and the whole of the East Coast to acquire the vote for our people. I vote 1, 2, 3 for the same person because I really want to see that person get in. We're not that sophisticated when it comes to voting. We never see the candidates or get to find out what they're doing until they come to our communities. The average one does not live in our community, so we have no personal first-hand knowledge of that person. So we have quite a ways to go before we become as sophisticated as others, I feel. I would say the young people need to find out or need to realize that they can vote and get more done than they can by burning it down.
Can't think of all them names that I really did. Well, I don't know too much about, because I don't get around too much out for going no more than what I see over there, and I thought very nice, those girls and things of that I went for.
4 years. I've been working the polls for 4 years, and I've worked this poll place here in this facility because I live close to here. It's gotten a little more difficult in the 4 years because now we have this ranked choice voting, and they don't understand that they can't vote for the same person more than once. They think that because it's their favorite candidate, they want to vote for them 3 times, so they vote each one, but that's not the correct way. So we have a lot of signs around us explaining how it's done. Then when they try to actually use the ballot, it rejects, and we have a chance to talk to them then so they can get a brand new ballot and start over again. Or if they say, that's okay, just let it go, then we let them know that they only have that one choice, and then we force it in and it goes in. Everybody makes mistakes. It's not particularly older people or younger people or people that have been voting a long time. It just depends on the person, really. I think that that's a really good idea to go back to the regular way because they're so used to that. You know how people are. We get used to something and we hate to see it change. So at least in the voting, because it's hard enough already to get people out to vote, so we don't want them to be too confused when they do come out. So if we go back to the old way, they understand that perfectly.
The idea of selecting, making a choice. So what I did, and I'm sure some other people did it too, is I made the choice and then I made it 1, 2, 3 times. I voted for the same person 3 times because I got to the place where this is the person that I wanted to vote for. I think it's a discussion worth having, and my vote, if anybody took it, would be to go back to the old way.
I've been voting since I was 18. I don't understand that system 1, 2, 3, but I try, you know.
It's confusing to me. I understand it, but I think it's still confusing. It concerns me, especially for older voters that have been voting a long time, that I don't think they understand completely how their franchise is being exercised. I think it's appropriate to consider it ballot citywide on it. I'm not sure how I would vote on that, but I think it's appropriate that the city, after looking at this election, gets to comment on it.
I find the rank voting confusing. To me, I have to digest a little and see, is this right or is this wrong? Can the person I like to vote can win? So it's important that a vote is very, very important. You can't vote 1, 2, 3, and then you won number 2, number 3 wins. So what happened to number 1? What happened in Oakland was, so they elected the mayor, which is that number 1. Now they come to find out that she's flip-flopping, you know. They should make sometimes a good decision or something like that. I like to get rid of the rank voting and go back to the old system.
Voting to me, is very important. It's one of the most important things we have in America as a free people. And I've been voting ever since I've been old enough to vote. The ranked choice voting is something I really don't care for, because I believe that the person getting the majority votes should be the one that gets the office. The elderly have a little more problems trying to figure out exactly what the ballots are asking for and how things are put down on the ballot to vote for. Now, I would like to see us go back to the old system. To me, it was a lot easier to understand, and I felt more comfortable with that system.